Akilah Ware was laid to rest on what would have been her 29th birthday on October 16, 2021, at Louise United Methodist Church in her hometown of LaGrange, Georgia. In a conversation prior to her passing, Akilah told one of her former high school teachers, Miss Benjamin, that she felt she needed support with her 5 kids. Miss Benjamin was one of the many people who helped her with her children, caring for them, looking after them, and she took them to church too. Akilah's kids spent even more time with her mother and father. On October 5th, 2021, around 12:50 in the afternoon, deputies received reports of an accident on Georgia 18. When Troup County deputies and the Georgia State Patrol arrived on scene, they realized the single car crash wasn't just an accident. They found a Honda Accord with bullet holes, a pregnant woman, 28-year-old Akilah Ware inside. She was transported to a hospital in Columbus, Georgia, where she and her unborn baby passed away. Just a few days later, active duty U.S. Army Staff Sergeant 30-year-old Alonzo Dargan Jr. was arrested over 400 miles away in North Carolina. Alonzo was a married man and reportedly the father of Akilah's unborn baby. Before we get into this story, take a second to see if you're subscribed to this channel. Also, turn on all notifications so you don't miss any updates. If you're new to the channel, include new subscriber in your comment below and I'll try my best to get to all of you. If you're from LaGrange, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, Opelika, Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, anyone in that area, let me know below in the comments. Also, I'm very familiar with Fort Bragg as well. Much respect to the servicemen and women of Fort Bragg. If you've ever been stationed at Fort Bragg, make sure you let me know below. Akilah was a 28-year-old woman from LaGrange, Georgia. She went to Troup County Comprehensive High School. That's where she met the suspect, Alonzo. At some point, she moved and transferred to Auburn High School in Alabama, but they still kept in touch. She decided to further her education by attending a community college. She received an associate degree in nursing from Southern Union State Community College. Akilah was employed as a nurse. She wanted to be like her mom in that area. Her mother was a nurse too. Her mother, Twyla, was also very familiar with Alonzo and Akilah's affair. She said Alonzo was a person that her daughter had known since high school, and even when they relocated from LaGrange to Auburn, Alabama when she was a teenager, the two stayed connected. Her mom says she never noticed any red flags. Even when they FaceTimed her a couple of months ago, she saw them out having a good time and laughing with each other. And I'm just wondering, a married man, no red flags. I wonder if Alonzo and his wife were separated or did they carry out this relationship behind her back? When the mother saw Alonzo hanging out with her daughter, the daughter was already pregnant at least 12 to 13 weeks. The unborn baby would have been kid number 6 for Akilah, and Alonzo was believed to be the father of the unborn baby, but he was not the father of any of her other kids. Akilah was very close with her mother. They talked to each other every day. Both of them worked in healthcare. Her mother told reporters that she worked hard for her kids. Her father also had great things to say about her. Akilah's father, William, told People magazine that she loved her life. She worked her way through school and became a nurse, and that she was a family person. Akilah, she's leaving behind 5 kids, ages 5 through 12 years old, and she was excited about her family growing. She was happy to be having another baby boy, which would have given her a total of 3 boys and 3 girls. Her father also said that she was looking forward to buying a new home for her family. The kids are now staying with him and her mother. He also gave this quote here. He says, "The kids are okay because they are often at our house anyways." Now, I'm sure the kids are grieving from this. I am happy to see that the kids, they have a place to go. They have their grandparents who they're already familiar with, being able to take over and care for them. They're not getting mixed up in the system or anything, so that part is good. According to authorities, Akilah was being chased and shot at before crashing into a tree. They believe the shots were fired near the intersection of Georgia 18 and Whitesville Road in LaGrange. Deputies received reports of a single car crash around 12:50 p.m. on the afternoon of the incident. When they arrived on site, they realized it was much more than that. They found 28-year-old Akilah Ware unresponsive in a Honda Accord. She was pulled out of the car, taken to a Columbus area hospital, but unfortunately, she and her unborn baby, they did not make it. They believe she was targeted, and the second vehicle was thought to be a silver Nissan with possible front-end damage. The investigation led them to Sergeant Alonzo Dargan Jr., a man legally married with children from his wife and stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Alonzo, he's been arrested and charged for this. So that's another group of people also being impacted by this as well, his wife and their kids. Overall, this is a sad story for all of the innocent people involved. A few points here. First, why was Alonzo hunting this woman down? He's a married man. If he wasn't messing around with her, then she wouldn't have had that baby on the way by him. And authorities believe that had something to do with why he was trying to get rid of her. A woman with 5 kids, let her live in peace with her kids. Leave her alone. And then according to her mama, she saw them hanging out when Akilah was 12 to 13 weeks pregnant. What changed his mind about her and the baby? So many questions that only Alonzo can answer at this point because unfortunately Akilah is gone. And then why was Akilah out here keeping up with a married man? Did anyone ever tell her that this was a problem? Her mom knew about him for sure because they talked every day, had a close relationship. It's a very high possibility that her father knew too. Why didn't anybody tell Akilah to leave that man alone? You see, Olivia Pope and Scandal, they messed a lot of people up. A lot of women out there, you think the side chick role is cute. That's until one of those people in that triangle snaps. And then what? I don't know, this is just a crazy story. I feel bad for the kids. They don't have fathers in their lives already because their mama chose Pookies and Ray Rays to be with. So now their grandfather and grandmother, they're going to be with them, no mom. And then they have to hear about her losing her life like this. For everyone out there, be careful who you choose to mess around with. Do not ignore the red flags. And also don't go around attaching yourself to these people permanently, trying to bring babies into the world with people with all this mess going on. I mean, this was a very messy situation for sure. Special thank you to Joshua F., James M., and Dark Power. Thank you all for your support for this channel. Also, shout out to Arbean, Sergeant Tyson, Westel, and Ricardo L. I appreciate all of you for what you're doing to help this channel. You can support this channel too. Links to PayPal and Cash App are below in the description. Ladies, fellas, want a balance analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.